Hello, hello, hello. I put some powder on my face, but I'm coming from the gym, so I'm still looking a little shiny, shiny. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Trying to get this iPad sound right. Y'all know we got a 3-minute grace period, so if you're watching the replay, please put #replay. And we will get started shortly. I'm always excited to come here on Mondays and do the Monday Marketplace Mantle, because I think that, you know, when you're in business, when you're in ministry, when you have a nonprofit, you need the tools so that you can succeed. You need the tools so that you can be successful with what it is that God has placed in your hand. And sometimes it's not in our budget to hire a consultant. Sometimes we just need that little extra tip, that little extra pointing us in the right direction. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Just pointing us in the right direction so we can get there, because a lot of times we don't know somebody that's doing it that we can pick up the phone and call and pick their brain about something. We're trying to figure it out ourselves. So I want to do these lives to come on so you don't have to just figure it out by yourself. I want to give you some prophetic strategies so as you're moving forward, you can go back, you can watch these videos, and you can get the information that you need so you can be successful. Because we all want to be successful. When God gives us a gift, when God gives us a mission, we want to be faithful over what it is that God has given us. And being faithful with what God has given us will just take us to the next level as we help others and help take them to the next level as well. So we got one more minute, like a minute and a half before we get started. So y'all know I don't wait for people to join per se. Hey, Adrian, I was hoping you was going to make it today. I don't wait for people to join per se. I just get started when I get started. So as you can see, we're having a different vantage point today. I said, you know what? We got this whole big old house. Let me shoot from different rooms. So today I'm shooting from the formal dining room. So I'm in the formal dining room shooting my live today. I hope when Apostle comes in, he doesn't interrupt, because I'm like right here at the front door. But yeah, I just wanted to have a different vantage point today, and I'll be trying to moving around the house when I'm home. I want to do it from a different vantage point so it's not the same setting all the time. I was trying to figure out how to put a backdrop in. Can you put a backdrop in on Facebook Live? You know how when you're on a Zoom meeting, people have those backdrops on their meetings. Can you do that on Facebook Live? If you can, somebody let me know. And if you can't, let me know how. So I can try to do some backdrops. But if not, I'm still trying to figure out how to do it as it relates to Zoom. Because I was trying to do a backdrop for something that I got going on and it wasn't letting me. All right. It is 12:33. Our 3-minute grace period is up. So welcome to Monday Marketplace Mantle. Today we are in week number 18. I'm like, wow, this time is really flying. And if I'm properly correct, I think we're in week number 18. So we're in week number 18. And in week number 18, this month we're talking about building systems that support the vision. We're talking about building systems that support the vision for the month of August. So everything that we're going to do this month is going to be around systems that support the vision. So for you all that don't know, I am Teresa McCurry, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires, and I'm also the co-founder of McCurry Ministries International. And this time I come on to give you tips and strategies to help, whether you're a ministry, whether you're a nonprofit, or whether you're a business, because we all need the same foundational things. It's just the different roads that we go down with these foundational things. So we're talking about systems that support the vision. And today, week number 18, we're talking about identifying the gaps in your operation. identifying the gaps in your operation. Do me a favor, like and share, invite a business bestie to join you. Tell them Monday Marketplace Mantle is on. I would appreciate, share this live. I would appreciate that. So one thing about this week, identifying the gaps. I normally try to work on these over the weekend and get ready for Monday. And this is me. So I'm like, ouch, right? So when I'm giving you all these tips and prophetic strategies, sometimes they hit home and this one hits home. So I'm going to get through it best I can and then let you know where I'm finding gaps in my operations and some of the things that we do. So I just want to share that with you and just have a transparent moment. So identifying the gaps in operation. Our foundational scripture for the month of August is, let all things be done decently and in order, because the Bible mandates us to do things decently and in order. So as we're doing things decently and in order, the way the Bible mandates us to, that means we need to take time to look at what we're doing and put it in order, because you don't want to just keep on doing stuff and don't have an order to it. And then you find yourself making mistakes, stumbling over things. So I'm going to just dive right in it, because I know this 30 minutes going to go real fast, because when I was putting it together, I was like, okay. So the focus is discovering what's missing between your vision and your ability to execute it consistently. So discovering what's missing within your vision and your ability to execute it consistently. So first thing that I want is going to be 3 points. I always try to give you at least 3 points. So the first thing that we want to do is identify the gaps between the vision and the capacity. Identify the gaps between the vision and the capacity. Now, and when it comes to that, we all want this big business. We all want this amazing organization. We all want this international ministry. But the reality is there's some gaps as it relates to that. So the first point I want to say, your vision may be bigger than your current capacity. That is not failure. It identifies what must be built next. So your vision may be bigger than your current capacity, but it's not failure. It just helps you identify what you need to build next. So with that being said, when we talk about the capacity, hey sweetie, when we talk about capacity, I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I came up with 5 different things that you need to have capacity for to be able to grow and to reach the vision that God has given you. So one, capacity is time. Now that time, we all have an even playing field on that, right? We all have 24 hours in one day. So the question is, what are you doing with your 24 hours in that one day? Are you playing video games? Are you watching TV? Are you on the telephone gossiping about stuff? Are you being about your Father's business, getting your ministry, your business, or your nonprofit together? So that capacity number 1 is time, and we all have an even playing field when it comes to time. Thank you for joining. Please like and share. Please like and share. The next one is people. Now, a people capacity means that you have different people on your team, and then you have to find out what are their skill sets, because you have people on your team, but they can't do everything that needs to be done. I'm gonna just keep on going, because I could just keep unpacking each and every one of these. If y'all want to call me and have a 30-minute consultation so we can go over them, let's do that. Reach out and let's do a 30-minute consultation. So the next one, we got the time, we got the people. The next one is money. Do you have the money to sustain what it is you're trying to do? Do you have the money to pay for what it is you're trying to do? Now, I want to pause there for a minute, because when it comes to money, we are King's kid. So Jehovah Jireh is our provider. So we should never let money stop us. But we need to have an ear to hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. And if God is telling you to move forward right when you need it, He will provide it for you. So I never let money be an issue, because if God is in it, me and my husband always say, if it's God's will, it's God's bill. If God is in it, He'll pay for it. God always pays for what He orders. So don't let the money be the issue. Don't stop because you don't have the money. Move forward. Take baby steps. Let God pay for it. And you're like, wow, He paid for it that time, and He gonna pay for it again. And let Him pay for it, and then He gonna pay for it again. So don't let money be an issue. Skills is so important, because if I don't have the skill set that I need to do what it needs to be done, I need to develop that skill set, or I need to pull somebody on my team that has that skill set so we can get it done. And that goes into the last one. Oh no, technology. Ooh, that's a big one. Because technology is moving so fast, and then they have so many things available as it relates to technology that we can use to help us to expand our business, to grow our business, to manage our business. I'm going to go over some of them later. And then the last one, number 5, is the leadership bandwidth. Do you have the capacity to take care of what it is that your vision is calling for? If you don't have the capacity, you can do one of two things. You can develop the skill set, or you can bring somebody on as a partner or as a team member that can help you with that bandwidth, help you with that capacity. So capacity includes time, people, money, skills, technology, and the leader's bandwidth. That's all the things that it includes. So before adding something new, determine whether your organization can properly support what it has. So before you do a new project, before you add a new something on to what you already have doing, and sometimes you need to eliminate some things, but we talk about that as we move forward. So are y'all there? Give me a heart. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a high. Is the screen froze? I'm not seeing any activity or anything. So just say hi so I can know y'all there. Just say hi. Let me look at my iPad to make sure y'all there. I'm going to just keep on going while I'm trying to get my iPad up. It want to be stuck on a certain screen. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad y'all there. I'm glad y'all there. So I'm going to keep on moving. So with that being said, before adding something new, determine whether your organization can properly support it. So with that, with business, if you want 20 new clients, but your current follow-up system can only actively manage 5. So then you don't have the capacity. If you're in ministry and you want more members, but there's no process to disciple the members, there's no process to retain people that are already coming, you need to put processes in place so you can identify those gaps so you can move smoothly. So do I have a process to reach out to the visitors? Do I have a process when people join that they can take a new members class? And then after the new members class, what's next? Then the discipleship class. And then after the discipleship class, what's next? Then the leadership class. Do I have all of these things in place so I can maintain and not just have numbers, but make an impact on people's lives? When it comes to nonprofits, you want to expand your program, but you don't have enough volunteers to support the program that you currently have. Do you have the funding? Do you have the volunteers? Do you have the administrative support? So there's a lot of things that you want to do, but you just don't have the capacity. You don't have the bandwidth right now. So identifying the gaps between the vision and the capacity, that's going to help you to move forward. Identify them. Write them down. Don't act like they're not there. Don't act like it's not happening. No, it's happening. There is a gap. There's something that you're missing. Hey, Tracy. Good to see you, girl. Thank you for tuning in. So there is a gap. There is something missing. So with that, I came up with this. I said, what does my vision require that I currently do not have? What does my vision require that I currently do not have? And I told y'all this is like a ouch one for me, because as I was putting this together to come on and talk to you guys, I was seeing some things that I need to put in place. And I was like, okay, so what does my vision have that I currently do not have? I need a customer journey specialist. I need somebody to help us to build out the academy. I need somebody to help us keep up with all the moving parts that God is trusting us with. So there is some things that we need. Right? Point number two, and we're moving right along. Point number 2, find the communication and the accountability gaps. So first we wanted to identify the vision and capacity gap. Point number 2, we want to find the communication and the accountability gaps. So with that, there's always the possibility of a gap. So even with yourself, all right, so you look at yourself, who am I now? I am Teresa McCurry. And what do I do right now? I do a plethora of things, right? But then who do I want to be? I want to be Teresa McCurry, a successful real estate agent, a successful business and ministry consultant. So then look at me now, and then where do I want to be? So between those two things is a gap. So then I need to find out, what do I need to do to get to that successful real estate agent and to get to that successful consultant that is helping businesses and nonprofits to grow. Right? So I'm on my way to that, but I need to find the communication and the accountability gaps so I can be what it is that I want to be. Sometimes the problem is not the system, is that nobody knows who owns the system. So that's a communication gap. So when people say, well, Prophet T, who do I need to talk to about the convocation? Okay, that will be Apostle Greg. Okay, Prophet T, who do I need to talk to about the intercessory prayer team? Okay, there's a gap. We need somebody over the intercessory prayer team. Am I making sense? Do y'all understand where I'm going with this? Communication without accountability provides conversations, not completion. Oh, I'm going to say that again. Communication without accountability produces or provides conversation and not completion. One thing I find that sometimes people do, they meet, greet, wash, rinse, repeat. We was having board meetings with an organization. We would meet, we would greet, we would talk about all the things that we were going to do. Nobody got assignments on them. Nobody did action steps. And we came back to the board meeting a month later and nothing was done. So with that, we cannot continue to meet, greet, wash, rinse, and repeat. We need to put some accountability actions in place. We need to say, who's going to own this? What's the expectation for it? And then what's the deadline? So every important responsibility needs to have an owner, an expectation, and a deadline. And in that, you need to, the Bible says, know them that labor amongst you. So I can't put Sister Slow Motion over a project that needs to be done in a timely fashion. Because I already know that Sister Slow Motion going to be moving slow. I already know Sister Slow Motion ain't going to hit the deadlines. I already know Sister Slow Motion, when I call her and say, hey, Sister Slow Motion, did you produce this document? I was just working on that right now. Give me a minute. I'm going to send it over to you. It was due 2 weeks ago. So the Bible says, know them that labors among you. So do not give Sister Slow Motion something that needs to be done in a timely fashion, right? You give Sister Slow Motion something that you can wait on it. Sister Slow Motion can do things that can take a minute for you to get back to it, right? Or you have to constantly inspect what you expect from Sister Slow Motion. You have to say, hey, Sister Slow Motion, what's the progress on that report? Hey, Sister Slow Motion, can you send me a draft so I can look over it and give you some tips and pointers about it? So that's not being, I want to say, because I'm not that. I'm not a micromanager. We talked about that before. I'm a macro manager. But when you're dealing with Sister Slow Motion, she needs micromanaging. So you as the leader have to give her what she needs. What she needs is micromanaging. So I need to come and micromanage Sister Slow Motion. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Give me some hearts. Give me some hearts. Communicate with me. I'm not seeing much on my screen. Let me know that I'm making sense. Let me know that y'all are following me. So the last point that I want to say before I get out of here today, and this went quicker than I anticipated. So cool beans. Last point I want to say, identify the technology and tool gaps. Identify the technology and tool gaps. We all know that we live in the information system today. We all know that we live in the information age. We walk around with computers. Our phones are computers. We walk around with computers and we can look at anything at any given time. So in that, identify the technology and tool gaps that your organization may have. Point number one, sometimes you don't need another person. You need a better tool. Sometimes you don't need another person, you need a better tool. Manual process consumes time that could be used for the leadership to do more revenue generating, producing things. So if I can automate something, if I can do something on the computer that will automate that process for me, that gives me more time to do other things. Now, I'm in that right now. So with my real estate, I'm learning the CRM. CRM is customer relationship management. And to have this CRM in place would give me great pleasure. But to learn the technology, there's something called a learning curve. So what Teresa has to do is get on that computer. I told myself 3 hours a week. So either Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, get on that CRM for 1 hour and learn something about it. Whether I watch a YouTube video about it, whether I get on there and just tickle, tickle around myself, but I have to do the learning curve as it relates to the CRM. So I did hire somebody to put all the information in the CRM, but it's my responsibility to learn how the CRM works. So with the customer relationship management system, it'll let me know when I met the person. It'll let me know whether they want to buy a house or sell a house, and I can use it for other things too. So it would behoove me to learn this technology. It can help me with our fellowship because I'm the chief of staff with the fellowship. It'll help me keep up with the staff. This CRM is going to be amazing once I get past the learning curve and can put it in place. So identify technology gaps and tool gaps that can help you progress your business forward, your ministry forward, or your nonprofit forward. It's so important. So the CRM, you can have an appointment scheduling system like with my husband. So my husband, we have the Calendarly. So with the Calendarly, no matter where he is, he don't have to be on the phone. He don't have to look on the calendar, and you don't have to look on your calendar and see. They can just go straight to the link, the Calendarly link, and book an appointment with him. So if you need to have an appointment with Apostle Greg, you can go to his YouTube page. Under his bio, it says schedule an appointment here. Click on that. You can make an appointment. You can go to the website, mbffellowship.int.org, Apostle Greg McCurry. You can book an appointment there. Or you can text him and he can send you the link. So that made life so much easier for him managing the technology and the tool gap. So having that Calendarly in place, it takes up, Teresa, what we got going on this day? Is this day available? Is that day available? No, because when he has something available, he says, Teresa, go in and block off these days so people won't be able to book those days. So if you need to make an appointment with Chief Apostle Gregory McCurry, you can do it on Calendarly. You can do it right there on his Facebook page. So it's so important for us to identify the technology and the tool gaps and use the tools that are available for us, right? So in ministry, you can do your members database. You can do text and communication. You can do some kind of registration for an event. We're registering on Eventbrite. Eventbrite makes it simple. I don't have to Cash App you. I don't have to Zelle you. I don't have to keep up with your name and your number and your email. If I use Eventbrite, it'll take care of it. So just understand that technology is not the future. Technology is the now. So if you're not keeping up with the technology, you need somebody on your team that's going to help you keep up with that technology. So that's identifying the technology and the tool gaps is so important. So what I want to leave you with is an action step for this. So complete this sentence with me. And y'all put the answer in the chat. Please, if you can, put the answer in the chat. I'm currently spending too much time manually doing blank. I'm currently spending too much time manually doing blank. For me, manually following leads as it relates to real estate. So follow it up on leads. So with that, once I get the CRM system in place, then I can create what's called campaigns. And then I can put a lead generating campaign inside the CRM. So y'all cool. Y'all good on everything? You're currently spending too much time manually doing what? Nothing? Y'all good? All right. We good. So then if you are manually spending too much time doing anything, then you want to eliminate it. You want to automate it, or you want to delete it, or you want to systemize it. So if I'm manually doing too much time on whatever that is, you want to eliminate it, you want to automate it, you want to delete it, or you want to systemize it. Right? So with those, sometimes you have to delete sometimes. Sometimes we're like, okay, this program was working at a time, but it's not working right now. Let's delete that program and do something else, right? Or do nothing else. Spend more time doing the other things that you have to do as it relates to your ministry, as it relates to your business. So I kind of think that's kind of all I want to go over today. So the 3 points that we went over today, gap number 1 is your capacity gap. Do you have what you need? That's your capacity gap. Do I have what I need to make my business my ministry, my nonprofit a success? Do I have what I need? So identify your capacity gaps. Number 2, accountability. Does someone clearly own it? Does someone clearly own this process? Does someone clearly own taking care of the volunteers? Does someone clearly own looking over the donations? Does someone clearly own whatever that is? So that's the accountability gap. And then the communication. So the communication and accountability, they go right there together. And point number 3, technology. Is there a better way to accomplish this? Is there a better way? Can I do it with a technology? Can I set up an appointment system? Can I set up a CRM? Can I set up an accountability something where people can I automate it in some kind of way? That's the technology. Is there a better way of doing this? So what I want to leave you guys with is, don't just ask what's wrong, ask what's missing. Because sometimes there's really nothing wrong. There's just some things missing. And I gave you 3 gaps where it could be missing. It could be missing in accountability. It could be missing in capacity. And it could be missing in technology. So review your accountability, review your capacity, review your technology, and see where you can increase or where you can put a system in place that will help you be better, to help you reach the vision, to help you see the end results that you're looking for. We don't have to work harder. It requires you to identify and close the right gap. So we don't have to work harder. We want to work smarter. We always say that I don't want to work harder. I want to work smarter. So in working smarter, it takes the time to think about, where is the gaps? Where are some things that I'm missing? Am I missing the capacity? Do I have everything I need? Am I missing the accountability? Do I have systems in place for somebody to own it and clearly own it? Or am I missing the technology? Do I even know the technology that's available for us out there? So another technology, so I got the CRM that I'm working on, and I'm looking at these AI clones. So with these AI clones, I teach these classes, and in these classes, once I get the AI clone together, hey Sam, thanks for tuning in. I'm about to shut it down now. Once I get these AI clones together, then I can upload the scripts into the whatever you call it, the software or what have you, and then the AI clone will actually teach the class for me. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I definitely want to get that done, because that's the next level as it relates to the academy. So when we talk about doing things online and doing things smarter and not harder, it's so important for us to see what is out there and then do whatever we need to do so we can prepare, so we can move forward with excellence. Remember, our foundational scripture for the month of August is 1 Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done decently and in order. So thank you guys for tuning in. As you know, I am Teresa McCurry, the CIO, Chief Inspirational Officer of Super T Inspires, and I'm also the co-founder of McCurry Ministries International. And I come on here every Monday, mostly around 12:30, to give you prophetic strategies on how to build your business, your ministry, and your nonprofit organization. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and share. Please like and share. Be blessed, but most of all, be inspired. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Monday Marketplace Mantle.